College students graduating this week will typically either continue their education or join the workforce. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports a 5.4% unemployment rate for the state of Minnesota. That shows an increase of more than 46,000 jobs in the past year. 25 Today spoke with Winona State's Warrior Success Center Associate Director Deanna Goddard about what that means for this year's grads. She referred to the Department of Employment and Economic Development, which reported an unemployment rate of 13.9% for ages 20 to 24 and a 7.7% unemployment rate for ages 25 to 34.
If you take that and you apply it to the fact that many traditional students are in college during their 20s, particularly 20 to 24, it's not uncommon to see that unemployment rate is higher because they're not working there. They're actually in school. But when they do graduate, that 25 to 34 range, then they're finding that employment rate is dropping because those students are then finding employment. There's been a lot of discussion about the value of a four-year degree and is it still applicable? And I certainly think that it is. We're finding that for high school graduates, for the year of 2012, DEED was reporting that there was approximately an 8% unemployment rate, where those who had a four-year degree, it was 3.9%. So again, a drop because of the degree that those individuals are finding employment. Every year they have a projection to look at where are the areas where there's anticipated need. And for this upcoming year, primarily we're looking at healthcare as a large area, not uncommon to see, given some of the great companies that are here in great hospitals and healthcare systems in the state of Minnesota. But also with the aging population, we're seeing more and more need for healthcare. It's not uncommon to find with a liberal arts major the challenge of finding employment. It's not because they're not qualified or that four-year liberal arts degree isn't an opportunity, it doesn't produce an opportunity for them. It's a matter of that student, that graduate, that candidate to really be able to show all of the skills that they have developed through that liberal arts degree. They have to do their due diligence in marketing themselves and showing that to the employer. I know many employers do look for those candidates, but there's often a disconnect between the candidate and the employer.
Goddard said a job search usually takes 6 to 9 months, and that process can be made easier by utilizing resources provided through most universities and the career centers like Winona State's Warrior Success Center.
I recommend that they put together a very strong resume, that they really take time and think critically about how they want to represent themselves in that resume, focusing in on their skill sets, focusing in on their soft skill sets. Often you'll find a graduate to say, I'm a great communicator, but how can they truly demonstrate that they're a strong communicator? What have they done in their past to show that they can put on a resume? And how can they demonstrate that in the interview? And if you haven't had an on-campus job, a part-time job, either over the summer or while you're in school, which we are often seeing a lot of our graduates are doing that while they're students, or an internship. If they can't see you apply the knowledge that you're gaining, they question that you have it.
Recreation and tourism major Allison Peterson is among the 1,200 Winona State students graduating today and is already employed, something she says her internship played a large role in.
I have a nature emphasis in recreation and tourism, so that focuses more on the outdoors, and I focused more on the aquatic side of it because I grew up swimming, so I will be coaching a swim team, running a swim academy program, a swim lesson program that I designed from the ground up, and I will be doing their marketing for the swim team. It started as my internship, solely my internship, no coaching, no swim academy, just marketing and needing work on their website and helping them out with some of that stuff. And then it grew into me coaching, and then they decided I'd be a good teacher, so it just all kind of started from there.
Opportunities to attend career fairs are available to college students and graduates each year to explore a variety of internship and job options.
We've seen an increase on all of our fairs, a 25% increase on average of employers coming to the campus and recruiting students. So it's great to see that employers are starting to hire, they're starting their search processes again, which was certainly not the case in 2008. And consistently our on-campus recruiting program has seen an increase every year in employers coming back to campus and wanting to interview students specifically here at Winona State. So the signs are there that the economy is turning and that employers want to seek and hire recent graduates. It's just now in the hands of the graduates to make sure that they're ready and prepared and that they're doing their search early on.
Each year, the Warrior Success Center follows up with Winona State alum 1 year after graduation. Of those who responded to the study for the class of 2011, 93.9% were either full or part-time employed, with 53.5% holding a full-time position related to their degree.